Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Arabic ebook before it's gone.
ازيك? How are you? First, we have to understand how to understand the word how are you. So how are you in Arabic is, how are you in Egyptian Arabic is ازيك for a male and ازيك for a female. So when you meet up with a friend, then they will most likely start with hi ازيك or hi ازيك if you're a female. وانت and you, to ask the person in front of you how they are after they've asked you how you are, you will say وانت for a male and وانتي for a female. And you, and then you can also expand on it and say وانت وانتي أخباركم إيه الفترة الأخيرة? How have you been doing recently? Or instead you can say عامل إيه? عامل إيه? How have you been doing? You will answer how you are and then you will say وانت عامل إيه؟ إيه أخبارك? How are you? What's your news? أنا بخير. I'm fine. So how to answer how are you? So when someone asks you ازيك or ازيك, you have several ways to answer. For example, one would be أنا بخير. أنا بخير. I'm fine. One more phrase you can use is أنا كويس for a male and أنا كويسة for a female. It also means I'm fine, and it's probably the most used one. أنا كويسة. أنا كويس. You can also say تمام الحمد لله. تمام الحمد لله. I'm good, thank God. So if you want to say that you're good, you have three ways to say it. أنا بخير. أنا كويس. أنا كويسة. تمام الحمد لله. مش وحش. I'm not bad. Or if you don't feel so well, it's not so good, it's not so bad, you can say مش وحش. I'm not bad. You can say مش بطال. مش بطال. It also means it's not so bad. I'm not so bad. أنا بخير برضو. I'm fine too. For the other person, if you ask them وانت and you, how are you? ازيك? They probably might answer you أنا كمان كويس. أنا كمان كويس. I'm also okay. I'm also good. Or they can say أنا بخير برضو. أنا بخير برضو. I'm fine too. Or they can say كله كويس. All is good. That's just like the German phrase. نعسان. I'm sleepy. If you want to say that you're sleepy, you can say أنا نعسان. That means I'm sleepy. You can say عايزة أنام. It means I want to have a nap or I want to sleep. وحش. I'm feeling bad. If you really don't feel good, maybe you want to say I'm feeling bad, so you might say وحش. وحش. I'm not that good. I'm quite bad. You can say الحالة صعبة. الحالة صعبة. It has been tough. It literally like says the condition is hard. Or you can say تعبان قوي الفترة الأخيرة. It means recently I'm very tired. I'm exhausted. Yeah, I think that's it. Like if you want to say that you're feeling bad. ماشي الحال. I'm okay. If you're not so good and you're not so bad and you're just okay, you can say ماشي الحال. ماشي الحال. الحال means condition, and ماشي it means it's going smoothly, I think. It means like I'm okay. I'm doing more or less okay. ماشي الحال. زي الفل. I am great. If you're feeling great, and I hope you do, you can say زي الفل. زي الفل. I'm great. I think full is one type of jasmine flower. So in our imagination or our head, like jasmine is quite white and it smells good. So if your heart is white and you don't have to smell good, but if your heart is good, you don't have any problems, it's white, and you feel refreshed, you can say زي الفل, just like jasmine. I'm great, just like jasmine. You can say ممتاز. ممتاز. Excellent. I'm excellent. It also means I'm great. شكرا لسؤالك. Thank you for asking. And in the end of all this, you can thank the person for asking you how are you, and you can say شكرا على سؤالك. Thank you for asking. You can also say ربنا يخليك. ربنا يخليك. Literally, it means may God prolong your life or something like that. It's quite nice to add it in the end. Recently, Egyptian girls, including me, don't really use the word thank you. like shukran in Arabic, and instead we use merci, which is quite cute. بتتكلم إنجليزي? Do you speak English? بتتكلم إنجليزي؟ بتتكلم إنجليزي؟ Do you speak English? Also you can ask بتعرف إنجليزي؟ بتعرف إنجليزي? Do you know English? If you're in Egypt, probably you might also want to ask if someone knows French. بتتكلم فرنساوي؟ بتتكلم فرنساوي؟ Do you speak French? Or بتعرف فرنساوي؟ بتعرف فرنساوي? Do you know French? But if you can say this in Arabic, probably you don't need anyone who speaks English or French. في أتوبيس من المطار لوسط البلد. Is there a bus from the airport to downtown? As soon as you get off the airport, you might want to know how to go to downtown. So maybe you would want to ask في أتوبيس من المطار لوسط البلد. في أتوبيس من المطار لوسط البلد. Is there a bus from the airport to downtown? Or you can also ask في مترو من المطار لوسط البلد. في مترو من المطار لوسط البلد. Is there a metro from the airport to downtown? Actually, in Egypt in 2023, I think, there will be a metro available from the airport to downtown. الواي-فاي ببلاش. Is the Wi-Fi free? الواي-فاي ببلاش. الواي-فاي ببلاش. Is the Wi-Fi free? Or you can ask ممكن Wi-Fi? ممكن Wi-Fi? Can I have a Wi-Fi? في أوض فاضية النهاردة? Do you have any vacancies tonight? Once you arrive in a hotel, you might want to ask them if they have any rooms available. So you would want to use this phrase. في أوض فاضية النهاردة? في أوض فاضية النهاردة? Do you have any vacancies today? Or في أوض فاضية الليلة دي؟ في أوض فاضية الليلة دي؟ Do you have any vacancies for tonight? ممكن أتنقل أوضة تانية? Could I move to a different room? And maybe you would go to one room and you don't like it very much. Maybe it's smelly or dirty or you have annoying neighbors. And if you want to move to another room, you would want to use this phrase. ممكن أنتقل أوضة تانية? Could I move to a different room? في حجز باسمي. I have a reservation. Maybe you already have a reservation under your name, so you would want to use this phrase. في حجز باسمي. في حجز باسمي. Or in English, I have a reservation. If you have not reserved, you would say ما عنديش حجز or ما حجزتش. It means I don't have a reservation or I did not reserve. المنيو من فضلك. Could we have the menu, please? When you get into a restaurant, you might want to ask for the menu if they did not hand it to you already. You would want to say المنيو من فضلك. المنيو من فضلك. Could we have the menu, please? Or you can say المنيو لو سمحت. المنيو لو سمحت. Could I have the menu, please? عندك اقتراحات? Do you have any recommendations? Maybe you don't know anything that's on the menu and you would want to have the recommendation, so you would use this phrase. عندك اقتراحات? عندك اقتراحات? Do you have any recommendations? Or you can say ممكن تقترح لي something? ممكن تقترح لي something? Could you recommend something for me? For example, you can say ممكن تقترح لي طبق. Could you recommend me a dish? Or you can say ممكن تقترح لي مكان. Could you recommend me a place? الحساب لو سمحت. Could I have the check? Once you finish your meal, you might want to ask for the check. So you would say الحساب لو سمحت. الحساب لو سمحت. Could I have the check, please? Or الحساب من فضلك. الحساب من فضلك. Can I please have the check? In Egypt, we also have a gesture for it, so you can do this or this to ask for the check. عندي حساسية من الفول السوداني. I'm allergic to peanuts. If you're allergic to something, then you might want to memorize this phrase. عندي حساسية من something. عندي حساسية من something. I am allergic to something. For example, عندي حساسية من الفول السوداني. عندي حساسية من الفول السوداني. I'm allergic to peanuts. الرياضيات. Math. الرياضيات. الرياضيات. Or الحساب. الحساب. الحساب is for the intermediate or beginner level math, and الرياضيات is the advanced. بحب الرياضيات. بحب الرياضيات. I like math. Or بكره الرياضيات. بكره الرياضيات. I hate math. I think that most people would go into the latter. Another word you need to know about math is رقم number رقم number or a digit. For example, الرقم ده كبير قوي. الرقم ده كبير قوي. This number is very big. Or الرقم ده صغير قوي. الرقم ده صغير قوي. This number is very small. نص half نص half. For example, عايز نص رغيف عيش. I want half a loaf of bread. Usually in Egypt, if you go to buy groceries, if you go to buy vegetables or fruits, we usually sell in kilos. So if you want 500 grams, if you want half a kilo, you would say عايز نص كيلو من ده. I would like half a kilo of this. في المية percent. Another word you might need while shopping is في المية percent. For example, في خصم 30%. في خصم 30%. There's a 30% discount. زوجي even. Another word that is related to math and you might need it is knowing the difference between odd and even numbers. For example, زوجي, that would mean even. And the word زوجي in Arabic literally means pair. So it's kind of easy to memorize it. زوجي, it means it refers to even numbers. For example, 2, 4, 6, and I'm not so good at math, so I'll stop here. 4 رقم زوجي. 4 is an even number. فردي, odd. فردي. It means odd. And in Arabic, فردي also means singular, so that's easy to memorize. So for example, you can say 5 رقم فردي. 5 is an odd number. زائد, plus. Okay, now let's get to calculation. The first word we have is plus. So that means زائد. For example, 1 زائد 1 بيساوي 2. That's so easy. 1 زائد 1 بيساوي 2. 1 plus 1 equals 2. 1 plus 1 equals 2. ناقص, minus. Minus. For example, it's getting more difficult. 3 ناقص 2 بيساوي 1. 3 ناقص 2 بيساوي 1. 3 minus 2 equals 1. في times. في times. For example, 2 في 2 ب4. 2 في 2 ب4. 2 times 2 equals 4. 2 في 2 ب4. 2 في 3 ب6. 2 في 4 ب8. 2 في 5 ب10. 2 في 6 ب12. يقسم to divide. يقسم to divide. For example, عشان تعرف الإجابة هتحتاج تقسم الرقم على 2. To get the answer, you'll have to divide the number by 2. I wonder what kind of question is that. The end! That is the only fun math lesson I've ever had. So I hope you enjoyed this fun math lesson, and why don't you tell us in the comments below about your favorite calculation word or your favorite math word. And also don't forget to subscribe and like our video and visit our website arabicpod101.com. Bye bye! Do you know this song? 1 is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. 2 can be as lonely as 1. It's the loneliest number after number 1.